One day I'd like to know what that means. Alright, 97 exits. Oh, right, and I've got this bear of a level to go. So the problem here isn't the Ninja, it's not the bat, not even the octopus that's going to kill me. I can't believe the octopus actually killed me after that. No, the problem is there's at least 6 sublevels between me and something else. Bounce. I thought I was dead. Somehow I wasn't. Alright, let's do left side first. Keep track of things. Because I'm going to need to do this a number of times. Basically what I'm going to do is beat each section in order. And then I will go and do it all again. Basically run until I see a midway, because I'm pretty sure the way this area is going to work is there's going to be many different door choices. No, I'm not exactly certain where or when they'll stop. Just kind of like Bowser's Castle in the first game, in normal SMW. Into the void. Return to the giant... See, choose your own adventure level. Good way of putting it, Evil Ghost. How you doing? At least I kept the cape. Capes make things easier. Alright, so now we go through the left side again. Into the sewer level. The weird sand sewer level. Dear Lord, I love my cape sometimes. Also, this thing. That's the first time I've seen this weird Jack-in-the-Box sprite. No. Okay, well, this is fine. Could have had 2 power-ups. Well, actually, I still get 2 power-ups. This is perfectly awesome. I checked earlier, you cannot actually cape whip those dudes. Alright, there's the midway. And then let's check if my assumptions are correct. There is, in fact, another... That's not solid! Oh well. Oh. How you doing, Steven? Springy guys are from Mega Man 2. I'm not surprised. Did I let Luigi beat the game he's named after rather than let John or Vivian do it for him? I mean, it's up to you. I have no particular care as long as I don't finish it as something completely ridiculous, I guess. And I forgot about the bat. Just came back from the store. How am I? I'm doing good. Slept in, avoiding stand up for work, but I did figure out the thing that was set before me. So that's all good. And I finished Gabriel Knight last night, which was good too, even though it took a bit of clue batting near the end. There was a roll of duct tape I couldn't see. And the final logic puzzle I just was too tired to do. I just needed to like bust out the graph paper and start thinking. And it was already 6 a.m. and change, and I just was not. But it's done. So, got that going for me. I had momentum, and now it's gone. I'll make a decision about something else random to play, depending upon how soon Faro finishes up Equinox on his playthrough. Sounds like he's making good progress. I believe he's in the final dungeon, so I'll be able to schedule one of those soon. Leave the Overworld OST running for a few seconds? Oh, sure. It probably won't be long, since I am consistently doing silly things. Like running into bats. Here you go. In fact, beverage break. That's probably enough. You know what I just realized? You probably could take the Yoda Stories tile set and make a pretty decent overworld with it. Want more Halloween games to play? Might suggest the Nightmare Before Christmas, the pumpkin game on GBA. Interesting. You know, I've never actually watched the Nightmare Before Christmas. The closest I've ever gotten to it is actually just playing the Kingdom Hearts levels. What? What's up, Risky Fondue? How you doing? Oh, where was my brain at? Ah! It's not right there. Halloween levels. You've been stuck by a truck. Oh no, I've been born again in another world as a towel at an onsen. However will I live with my life? Turns out that's a real example, by the way. I think Fiskbit pointed me at its existence the other day. I pointed out to him that there exists a reborn as a hot spring in another world isekai, just because there's a million stupid isekais. People just like writing them, and apparently they like reading them. Is that red? No, it's not. Okay. Luigi's been hit by a truck and transferred into Mario 3. No! I shouldn't have tried to escape it. I should have embraced my fate. I don't... Ah! I'm not a fan of this setup. I can't determine if this is clever or horribly cursed. That's... Pipe check. I knew it. Ah, I missed the pipe. I should have checked the pipe. Alright, so that puts us back in Nexus 2, which is good. As I lose my cape immediately. Wait. Okay, probably Nexus 2. Okay. No! I jumped before I even saw what that was. That could have gone terribly. Focus for a minute here. The brave jump. I'm glad that worked. I hate Hammer Bros. Despite... Wait, the Michael Jackson guy that guy into Captain EO. I mean, he's been in various video games. He was in, Space Channel 5, I think it was. Which was a bit weird, but, you know, still kind of cool. No. Programmer mode, indeed. Despite The Night Before Christmas being a musical, the GBA is actually Metroidvania developed by the Legend of Staffy devs. Interesting. PS2 by Capcom, which is a Devil May Cry clone if you've ever wanted to play Jack Skellington kicking ass with slime bases. Flipping like Bayonetta. Man, the PS2 era was wild. They just kind of let anybody do whatever they wanted. There we go. Alright, so I screwed it up. Gotta keep going that way. I may have to put that in the list of interesting things, the GBA one. They do like a good Metroidvania. I was actually planning on putting it to a vote, I think. And I was going to make a list of the things I was currently interested in playing. Need to do an announcement thing on Discord anyway for such things. It's a bit easier since I don't have to care. Those things are tricky. I thought it was a 4. Why did I think it was a 4-shot? I knew it was a 5-shot. Ah. Yeah. It's only like the 10th, right? Or is it the 12th? It's already 13th. Yeah, we're already like a good chunk of the way through the month. This month has been flying, though. Absolutely flying. Just like the bat that hit me in the face. But no, I was going to make a short list of a few things. Like Gregory Horror Show or Costume Quest. I might just do Costume Quest anyway, because like it's pretty short. Not a very big commitment, honestly. I hate the octopuses. The Mansion of Hidden Souls games. Though I've never quite gotten the CD emulation to work properly on my Genesis flash drive. 32X works fine, which is a big surprise because it doesn't actually have to do anything. 32X carts don't have any actual hardware in them. Whereas the Sega CD... Oh, come on. Okay. October's felt short, yeah. Well, especially for me, like, the days are getting shorter. Like in Seattle, you know, at the beginning of October, it felt like the days were still tolerably long. We're already down to like, oh, it's dark by 6:30. And we haven't even hit DST yet. DST is going to make it worse. Like, sun setting at like 5. That setup. This right here is one of the key differences between moderation and just playing. If you're just playing, you pick the one you like, you know? There's a specific level. Come here. You cannot butt slide those. Was that worth finding out? I'm not entirely sure. Dang it. Exact same way. Yeah. Not to mention I gotta do a meeting with the integration people I don't want to talk to. I've got to look at their thing tomorrow and see if I can fix up a specific auth issue that's been plaguing me with their shit for like a month. It's one of those, they want me to do this. I'm not terribly interested in doing it, but I gotta do it anyway. Level looks alright. Oh yeah, I do become one. It kind of is. Like, there's some interesting setups involving the spiny balls. Level is a bit thrifty with its use of power-ups, but this is like the any % ending, so it's not terribly surprising that the level would be a bit difficult. I'm just not good at dealing with some of the combination of things being thrown at me here. Did jump when I didn't mean to. I thought I was going to land on it. And it prepared as such, but it did not matter. Right. These come at random velocities. I need to remember to spin jump there. If it helps, it seems like the first 3 rooms are connected. So you don't have to play 1, 2, 1, 3. Yeah, I don't have to do that necessarily. Just it's easier to keep them in it's easier for me to remember what I've done if I keep it in order. That's the only real reason to do it the way I'm doing. I imagine if I find one of the intro levels intolerable, I'll switch it, but I don't think any of these are all that bad. Like, I'd switch back to 1. I think 1's probably the easiest of the ones I've seen so far today. I know the others are one with a boss bass. I do like boss bass, but, you know. I would not be playing this one if I have to go through the 3 intro sections to beat 5 or 6 again. And the only reason I'm still in this one is there's a pipe I missed. I guess also because of my stubbornness, but you know. There we go. What's the matter of getting over this? Ah, I hit the ground. one of the reasons why I stopped last time. So I'm like, this level's going to take a while. Especially because I can't trust that octopus. Bed frame broke, so you've been sleeping on the couch past bit. New frame arrived today, so you should be able to put it together tomorrow. Nice! Yeah. Bedsy be important. I'm dying so much in this first room, and there's hardly anything in here. Bop. It's like everything is on a maximal cycle to make it so you just can't run through. Or at least I haven't found the right way to run through yet. He smiles at me. I can go under the first one, but I can't go under the second one unless I pause. It's gonna start treating this room like it's a Kaizo room. There we go. I'll sleep on the couch. Can sleep pretty much anywhere that isn't. You prefer sleeping in a bed? Understandable. Isn't the ground? Yes. That is a reasonable stipulation. But yes. A bed is much nicer. Wish I could hold on to my power-up through this jump. Finally! Well, that was cool. I'm gonna wait for him to go down a little bit. Yeah, I knew I was right to wait there. I knew that was possible. Most people cannot sleep on anything besides your bed for the life of you, even if you're dead tired. Yeah, I'm fine with most sleeping arrangements. Oh, come on now. Most sleeping arrangements. But I do prefer my own bed. What's up, Matt? How you doing? I'm about to run into a bunch of hammer bros. But I get my cape back. You're fine? And I am? I'm doing well. I finished Gabriel Knight 2 last night, though it was a very long night. It took a little bit longer than expected, and I got started a bit later than I wanted, and I spent the first 20 minutes having a technical difficulty that was entirely self-inflicted. But, you know how it goes. You met Kenny James. You know, it's a name I should know of, but it definitely does not ring any bells presently. Alright, that's all the 2's done. Into the drink. Bowser's VA. Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. I imagine he's been busy the last little while. Given, you know, like, Mario Wonder is supposed to come out, like, next week or something. Why I didn't bother with that. You came to Brazil for an interview with the Brazil Game Show? Oh, that's cool. It's a long way to go, presuming that he mostly, like, works out of Japan? I don't know, where would he work? Got a pic and an autograph. Nice! Huh. Like, on one hand, you'd think it'd be Japan because of the proximity to Japan or to Nintendo, but on the other hand, there's no reason for him to have to record his lines anywhere, unless he can record his lines anywhere where there's like a place to record them. So he could live in like LA or I don't know, Toronto. So he works for Nintendo of America. It's likely. Nintendo of America does have an office in Seattle, or used to have an office in Redmond, I guess. I don't know if they still do. There were some funny commercials back in the day for PlayStation where a guy dressed up in a Crash Bandicoot costume? Except you could still see his face and, like, Crash's chest. It was weird. And would, like, yell out, like, got a megaphone and started yelling at the Seattle, or the Redmond office of Nintendo, calling out Plumber Boy. It was a very different time. It was a very different time. But yeah, like, PlayStation was basically just trying to copy Sega's advertising with, like, the whole, we do what Nintendo don't kind of thing. I know it's coming. I can just get out of this room. One of those things where if I had a cape, it would probably be trivial. I am not good at that one octopus. Yeah, I also did a wire transfer today. That was exciting. And by exciting, I mean pretty much trivial. Need to transfer some money. Didn't even go to the bank this time, just did it online. You enter a bunch of fields, they charge you 20 bucks. It's an oddly flat rate when you think about it, but I guess it makes sense. Oh good, I get to play the level. It does remind me, I'll probably end up with a patched version of this at some point. Roberto Zampari wanted to go and basically toughen up the Mega Man bosses, and after what I did to them last time, you know, I can't really blame them. I think you can just, like, soft lock or stun lock most of the Mega Man bosses. And so I don't really blame him for wanting to toughen them up a little bit. I like having capes. Plus, there was, like, there was a problem I found and a problem someone else found. There's, like, a missing pip on the overworld. So I'm certain I'll see that when I get to that specific area. That's what I get for trying to go for it. Alright, that was nice. First try, more or less. Got a cape, level dead, pretty much. But watch, I'll lose it in a moment anyway, due to octopus intervention. I meant to twirl. And then didn't twirl. Well, I still have my mushroom. At least see what the third one is. Oh, saws. Oh. Timing. Okay. I see the gimmick. I understand what's required of me. I am not good at said gimmick, but I understand it. Okay, there we go. Proc, unproc, proc. Oh, crap. I didn't stuff it. Okay, cool. Thought I stuffed it. I'm gonna scroll him off screen, make my life a little bit easier while I calculate this out. Oh, those are up jumpers. Okay. Oh my god. I just had to go at a different time. That was basically the worst possible spot to fail. Does mean I have to go back through one of these. There we go. Eventually my skill at this section will no longer be appreciated. But we'll go into the slightly easier one. There's no Hammer Bros. I mean, except that one specific Hammer Bro, but the most part, it's just blenders and that. These don't have power-ups in them. Okay, well, I didn't prepare for that. It'd be on the lamb saws. How you doing, Weregoose? There we go. That's what I got. That's what I get for thinking I can do this part. That's what I get for thinking I can land where hammers spawn. Alright, abruptly changing the subject so I can think clearly. Hopefully. One other thing I was thinking about doing, since I really do enjoy them, was another, like, 90s shooter. Since I enjoyed Doom last Halloween, and Doom 2 this year when I hurt my hand doing something stupid. I did Dark Forces. I beat Dark Forces this year, actually. I played it for May the 4th, along with some other Star Wars game. Oh, it was a Star Wars droids puzzle game. It was kind of like a Lemmings kind of game, where you had to get all your battle droids to a specific location, or sort them out by color and have them do specific things. It was interesting. Got to a point where I just was really annoyed at how the game was kind of laid out, and was like, nah, I'm done. But got decently far into it. And then played Dark Forces. Got really lost in one of the levels, like the ice space level. No, the prison level. I got really lost in the prison level. And then died repeatedly at very bad odds. But yeah. I was thinking Trespasser. It's the Jurassic Park first-person shooter from the 90s. Has a bunch of narration by the guy who played Richard Hammond, which is kind of cool. Might work on Windows 95 or Windows 98 machine. Need to download it and find out, but there are patches to make it more likely to work. And there's actually like an active modding community of all things. Like, there are people out there who are still like, yeah, this game, this is me. I love dinosaurs. It was an absolutely perfect whiff. I'm just still surprised that there's actually just like an active modding community for this game, given it, you know, it didn't sell very well when it came out. It was panned pretty badly by most magazines because it was just kind of broken. And of course, if you were to judge it by the Old Man Murray standard of how soon there's a crate in the game, it was bad. It was like 15 seconds. Part of the problem was they were trying to implement a unique physics model, and they ended up doing sort of a push thing, which is good in the sense that it provides somewhat consistent physics, but it's bad in the sense that if you have two objects on top of each other, they'll kind of jitter away from each other. Which game? No, Trespasser. Dark Forces is much more like Duke 3D. It's not a true 3D game. Whereas Trespasser is a true, like, 3D, actually uses polygons and surfaces as, like, volumes and stuff as opposed to lines. Dark Forces is really good. Like, I would recommend giving it a playthrough if you like that class of game. The only thing that's kind of awkward is you can't mouse look up. So you have to bind some keys to do your mouse look to look up, and you will need to look up at some points in the game. But that's more of a, you know, like, early, weird, old-school shooter thing. I think they're working on a remastered version of it, now that I think about it. So bring it into the modern age. Probably just, like, slap it into one of the... No, that kills me! one of the existing engines of that sort, rather than having to, like, rebuild from the ground up. Little Nightmares? There's a patch for that? Interesting. How you doing, Supreme Menace? Little Nightmares. I don't know if I've heard of Little Nightmares. Oh, that's a modernish looking game. When did I lose my boxed power up? Building looks like a ship. It might just be. Modern mouse look. Oh, there we go. Well, when I went and played it on Windows 98, I didn't actually look into any patches or anything. Which has occasionally been my downfall with a few games. Like Gabriel Knight 2, where I really should have patched it first. It's in the level name? It's in the level... Oh, yeah, it does say building, doesn't it? I thought you were saying it's a ship based upon the level name. Like, it's called Garnexus Building. Maybe it's like a Portuguese joke that I don't get, because I don't get Portuguese. I don't speak Portuguese. I don't understand it. But the game is not in Portuguese, so you would hope it doesn't matter. Okay. This time will be different. I'm holding onto this damn mushroom at least a little bit further. Good Portuguese can tell me it's not a Portuguese joke. Okay. I buy it. It's not like these are really hard enemies. There we go. Get my cape back, which I'll lose to an octopus. Like, I swear that, like, they're just not consistent. They have, like, weird spawning rules that I don't get for their projectiles. Let's see what happens. Nope, you do not maintain momentum through it. A bad jump on my part, but okay. At least if I die, I get a cape now. Okay. I didn't think this through. I didn't think this through. Bats in a futuristic lab building? I mean, there will always be bats. I don't see any reason why they can't be in the futuristic lab building. Like, bats eat bugs. You don't want bugs in your futuristic lab building, do you? Then get a load of bats. It just makes sense. Every part of it makes sense. Do not question it. Oh, actually, Fire Flower is going to be nicer in this section. See? And now it's gone. Alright, well, it was nicer for a moment. Pop, pop. And then there's this guy. It's in and out. Gone, dead, vaporized, killed. I literally stood on it. Anywhere else would have been fine, but no, I had to stand on it. I'm hoping there's not a second round of choosing your own adventure in this area. That's easy. Wait for it to swing back. Well, didn't die at least. Yeah, I'm just going to use sauce where possible. This was really tricky, and I didn't come up with a good solution last time. Alright, that was a good solution. Scroll him off. There we go. Wait for it to line up. Cool. Test the midway. A very important step that I lost my cape for, but I was about to say, at least there's no stupid octopuses. But their replacements aren't much better. Still can't believe, like, that scanned so hard wall is for me. Oh. Rapture. Okay. This is cool. I have never seen a vertical section like this. This is snazzy. Oh, that's solid. Never mind. Still cool. What's up, Herosoft? How you doing? Yeah, greens don't do anything. They're just green. It's not easy being green in this army. A home starmy. Alright, those don't reflect upon that axis. Alright, well, that's a good start. One shot. They're not mature yet. Oh! Oh, no. No! Why? Why is that even a thing? Where did that thing come from? Just, nope. You get chomped, and then bam, you're dead. Like, why? Just why? I've traveled millions and millions of miles. This is how they repay my kindness. The friggin' UFO grabber. Why not? Ah, it's a fair point. It's a fair point. Even if I don't like it, it's a fair point. You know, I think I'm okay with how that happened. I was really hoping to get a power-up out of that. Rather than take one. You know, a smart man probably would have tried one of the other doors. Because I don't think it actually matters at this point. Other than my personal bookkeeping. So I didn't want to see the scroll all the way to the top. No! What? No! I'm trying. It just... There's no escaping it. It just eats you. Is there a way to, like, mash out of it in Mega Man or shoot it? Because I get the feeling that if I don't, if I show up there with Sans power-up, I'm just toasted. Like, I need to make jumps. I cannot make those jumps. To wait a specific time in Mega Man? Okay. Oh, I forgot about these. I thought they were... I don't know, the other ones are yellow. Anyway, Mega Man stuff. Or not. Until it lets go, usually it's death through. Makes sense. What's up, Howluta? How you doing? I'm being assaulted by UFO catchers. The original gotcha. Okay. Right, Mega Man. Like what's happening with the hack right here? I'm certain you do, Howluta. I'm certain you do. I think I need to go for that platform again. Mega Man 9 is a game that has a lot of gotcha moments. This makes sense. Yeah, I whiffed. I hadn't devised a good strategy for that, and still have not. But I think the answer is go back to the first platform. At least this section I'm getting out of consistently. And I know I can beat the left one pretty easily. I'm gonna wait. Hey look! I managed to get past the first obstacle! Huzzah! You know, it wasn't the trade I wanted to make, but it's the trade I'm going to make. No, there's a spike there. Yeah, the only way I would have made it across that was if there was nothing there. Just because my jump was bad. I was trying to avoid having to go through the loop again. No, you know this, but just want to say really thankful you played through Inside the Box. Yeah, you're welcome, Howluta. It was an experience. I'm looking forward to the next one that I'm certain will have the UFO grabbers randomly pick you up and throw you into a completely different level. Inspired completely by the machine from Echo the Dolphin. I have no idea if that's actually going to happen, but it could happen. Yeah, that's what I get for taking a moment and reading chat when I spawn, which is usually what I do, because usually in Mario it's safe. But not in this Mario, no. That timing is not that strict. This is very simple. It's try to give someone an idea. I may end up having regrets about it, but it is what it is. Alright, we learned our lesson there. We learned our lesson there too. Don't mess with that bully. The nice thing about these sections, at least they tend to be kind of short-ish. Okay, moderation got me killed there. I wanted to check that. It wasn't smart. How you doing, Fries? Normally happy with the overall reception of your hacks, since multiple people played through Toadette's Kaizo Tuesday, but it varies by mood. I've been thinking about all the shit that you've made that's barely seen you play. I mean, I think that's true of most things that people make for SMW Central, as sad as it is. Like, the vast majority of hacks, oftentimes, probably only ever get played by a moderator, especially in the standard set. Or, like, Katoon, if he's feeling... if he's still doing his Kaizo quest. It's just a matter of volume and interest levels, and there's just not that much interest in standard. But that doesn't affect you nearly as much as some other people. Your stuff barely gets played, the stuff you work hard. I guess that's true. Team Dick's stuff doesn't get a lot of play, but you know, Jez at least enjoys them every birthday or so. That's something. But part of it is that you've chosen a sort of venue that makes it less accessible for people. Not that that's a bad thing necessarily. It's a common problem in Mystery Hunt stuff too. There we go. Okay, I have to face down the whatchamajigger. Did I misunderstand how this thing works? I did misunderstand how this thing works. No! Okay, so they basically spawn that way. Okay, I can work with that. So my initial thought was that it was kind of like the manhandlers or whatever they're called in Link to the Past, where if you wait long enough in a single spot, they'll get you. That not being the case makes me a lot happier. Grabbed by ghoulies. Oh yeah, Heroes Work in Progress one's really good. What's going on here? There's a gimmick here, but I don't think I see it. Maybe the gimmick is that if this thing sees me, it switches the type. Okay. Intriguing. Yep, okay. Yep, that's exactly how it works. Totally worthwhile to find that out, I suppose. Might unfreeze... Does it freeze these as well? It does! Oh, that's kind of cool! I don't know why I did that. Hey. This is an intriguing level. Oh, right, you can't jump on those. Grabbed by the ghoulies. It is a good level idea. Switch direction of treadmills. Oh, hey, Oreos, how you doing? I'm not sure Grabbed by Ghoulies is other than it was the first game where I made after the buyout and like 5 people played it. That's what I've heard, actually. I've heard it exists. In fact, I learned it exists as part because of a puzzle. I really wish I could remember what the conceit of that puzzle was, the actual puzzle part. Because the part I remember was that Microsoft had recently acquired the Safeco insurance offices near it. And so they had all of these empty office area. And so the puzzle people were like, what can we do that would be cool with this? And their solution was, let's put people on Razor scooters and have them follow a logic maze to get letters to solve something. I think that an awful lot of it, and like you had to turn depending upon whether or not a game was in a franchise or something. Like I legitimately do not remember the rules of the logic maze. I didn't do a very good job going through it either. Unfortunately, because it was a Microsoft puzzle, I have no chance of actually pulling it up and showing anybody the actual, like, text. Since you have to be Microsoft internal to see those, typically. Oh, crap. Ha ha! They canceled each other out. Problem solved. How they fit entire grasslands in this building. It's a really big building. Nope. I'm not putting up with that nonsense. Alright, well that's all the first layer ones done. The leftmost one is probably the easiest one for me still. I've learned a lesson. Okay, so actually no, that's it. We're done with the Choose Your Own Adventure section. Hooray! Welcome, green guy. This is up the front seat to watch the Plan Z reaching the final stage. Do you brought your soda and popcorn? I don't have popcorn, but I do have soda. I have cider and soda. I'll destroy this world and remake it in my image. Then I'll become the queen of this new world. Isn't that wonderful? Eh. Could be worse, I guess. If anyone gets in my way, I'll show them no mercy. You have proved to be an ultimate threat to my plans, and I won't let you ruin everything. I'll kill you! Oh, was that all? Warning. Rougenia Merald have skull blocks in her battlefield. Should be has skull blocks, but okay. When in contact, magic spells hurt you, while throw blocks can bounce if you're not in the air. When in contact, magic spells hurt you, while throw blocks can bounce if you're not in the air. I'm just going to have to play around and figure out what that exactly means. Okay, so skull blocks are here. That magic thing shouldn't have hurt me. Do I want to be on that? Oh no, I got hit by the nipples. I understand now. You take a look at things. Those are questions a Magic School Bus cannot answer. It's fair. Think you found it, posting it for everyone? What is this? Oh yeah, Shooting Star, yep. Shooting Star is cool. Go play it. Official endorsement. Do not like the subtle push that it does. Yeah, the graphics are incredibly fancy. There's a comment from me somewhere in there that says, it's a shame these are all stills, because it is a feast for the eyes in action. Or something along those lines. Because it's true, honestly. It's a very pretty level. Boop. No boop. Yeah, I guess that's the thing we did. Ian Snyder played The Dig today. It's a LucasArts adventure game. Unlike Monkey Island or any of the other games, it's actually serious. The basic plot is that there's a meteor that's threatening Earth, and they send up some space crew to try and check it out and blow it off course and make it into a second moon. But inside, there's secretly a teleporter to some other place. And so now our intrepid crew is somewhere else and having to figure out what to do somewhere else. The more that I look at it, the more I'm pretty sure it's inspired by Rendezvous with Rama and other such things. Just the way the game kind of plays. Which isn't a bad thing. But it's very much like Phantasmagoria is Sierra does Stephen King. This is LucasArts does Arthur C. Clarke. Or at least tries to. So, the biggest issue we had actually was trying to save the game one time. There's a puzzle that's kind of obnoxious, where you complete a large jigsaw puzzle, effectively. And then if you do it slightly wrong, it resets the whole puzzle. And if you do it right without sort of doing a specific action, then it also makes you have to do the whole puzzle over. And I'm like, yeah, it looks like you got it right. You should save. Or no, this was after that, wasn't it? Oh, they only go once. No! 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 Ha! Ha ha! I survived! By dint of my cape, but I survived nonetheless. Whatever, it doesn't matter if I lose multiple power-ups here. Okay, I'm sure he isn't there. There we go. That is still evil. Something about an ordinary chick with graphics going on a psychotic doomsday and megalovania thing tickles your funny bone. It is kind of funny. Okay. Well, so much for my first plan. Okay, if it lands on these blocks, then I'll get shoved up in the air, I think is what I'm supposed to do. Green footballs. Nope, and that's instant death. I'm gonna read that message again. Because, like, I think what it means is I need to be on the skull blocks if I want to avoid certain issues. And not in the air. Don't let things hit the skull blocks. I only have so much ability to prevent that. Oh yeah, finishing the dig thing. But yeah, at some point, like, the keyboard just decided to stop working. Like, the keyboard was fine, like, in real life, going out to Windows. But, like, it just wouldn't let us name a save file, and it wouldn't let us save over an existing save file. And we'd been at it for a bit. It probably wouldn't have been too bad to, like, repro our work, but it still would have been annoying because we hadn't saved in quite some time. So. But it was just weird because, like, everything we did in the game, instead of, with the keyboard, instead just caused a mouse click. Eventually, like, all tabbing out of the game and messing around a bit solved the problem, but it was still really annoying. This is fine. No! The fourth one. Will make you fly up unless you're already airborne, but I think no, I wasn't already airborne then, was I? That's what I get for trying to stop and think. Ew. But yeah, I played the dig a bit as a kid. Never got about as far as we got this evening, which was not too bad. It's got some interesting things going on, but the only problem is, like, all the characters seem to be dicks. Like, just constantly snipping at each other. It got a little old already. Especially when the game only has 3 characters who speak for most of the game. Because, again, you're kind of isolated. Whereas at least in Rama, like, you had a bunch of people who you would run into every once in a while, only one of whom was a dick. From what I vaguely recall. It's been quite some time since I played Rama. I will say this level is definitely, like... There are certain things I don't like to see in a standard hack, and this is not me with my moderator hat on, this is me with my player hat on, is when I'm trying to figure out a boss fight, I really don't want to spend a lot of time walking back to it. Especially when there's, you know, 2 rooms with evil things in them. Not forgetting. But that's just me. It's a level of all time, indeed. Okay. So, when in contact, magic spells hurt you, while Throwbox can bounce you if you're not on air. Okay, so... I think what it means if a magic spell touches it, I get hurt, right? I think your interpretation is correct. Make you fly up. Okay. Yep, I think your interpretation's correct. So basically, I just need to watch her movements really carefully. Alright, that went poof. That's irritating. Alright, every other thing's a throw block, so at least I don't have to worry about surprises there. Alright, well that's fine. Except for that. Alright, that's not a difficult boss. It's just going to take time to get consistent. And the instant death thing there is kind of annoying, but eh. But at least I understand what I need to do now. This is fine too. I'm trying to think of anything else to talk about other than my current boss fight situation. Been meaning to go... Oh, I guess I did that. That went out today. It was kind of okay. Put out the PAX report thing as a YouTube video. The thing that took the longest on that was wanting to spend time in an image editing program trying to make a thumbnail. And then once I did make one, the entire thing crashed. So then I half-assed a new one. But at least I now know how to half-ass ones. Because usually I just take the, you know, screen grab of the title screen or whatever and call it a day. Already asked if what Pokemon games I played. OG Red. Played through most of Gold, all of Heart Gold, I think, or Soul Silver. I forget which one was which. All the way through Sun or Moon? I forget which one. One of those. Played a little bit of Sword and Shield, but not much. Played a little bit of Black and White. I think I might have beaten Ruby back in the day. Maybe. Oh. Yeah, not as many Pokemon games as you think. I really enjoyed it circa, you know, 1990. 1997 or whenever they came out. But I didn't end up playing too many of them after. Didn't have a Game Boy Advance, which is really where most of the releases were. At least all the ones that I can think of. And then DS, of course. I also missed out on DS mostly. Skip the cards. Yeah, the cards are tricky. In HeroSoft's level. There we go. Or not. Oof. You know, the good thing is, I still really like this section. Kind of reminds me a bit of Battletoads vertical sections, just a little bit. Maybe it's the tube in the background. Don't get grabbed. Don't get grabbed. There we go. You know what? No. Don't get cocky, it's gonna get rocky. I move down to next to Jockia. Fly high. I think it's Unjammer Lammy that one comes from. Okay, what is she gonna do first? Football. One hit. Let's see. I hope she doesn't take like 800 hits. The nipple attack. Especially if those land and they despawn, which is really annoying. 2 hits. So we're at parity. She pauses a bit after she gets hit, so I kind of wanted to wait there. Alright, I got lucky with that one. Okay. Oh, hello. Wasn't expecting that attack. That was on the side? Huh. Oh boy, bombs. She's a bomber. Now bigger and more elaborate bombs. It's kind of a cool boss, actually. Plus or minus the instant death. I'm just getting hit here. Kinda hoping I'll get lucky on this next hit and she'll just die. Nope. Want to play Unjammer Lammy? It's kinda cool. The problem with Unjammer Lammy and the Parappa games in general is if you're used to playing rhythm games while looking at things, as in like you're looking at the meters to figure out what you're supposed to do, they're not really on, is my understanding. Like they're on beat, but they're not visually on. So you have to like adjust your timing massively if you're more of a like a DDR or Guitar Hero type person. But either way, that was a good attempt. That was like 5 hits. If I can get in there with a better cape situation, which, you know, good odds. Might have that specific boss done soon. Actually have the soundtrack to Unjammer Lammy in my car. I bought the CD a while ago. And it's actually pretty decent, though there's some annoying bits where like Joe Chin does like little ads or sketches or something. But I usually just skip those. It does have like the 2 original Milk Can songs as well, which is kind of nice. Cutting Corners and I don't remember what the other one's called. The other one's really, like, it changes its tempo a lot. It's a very weird song. There we go. But yeah, that and Parappa. Parappa 2's weird. The whole burger thing, and I don't understand the scoring system anymore. At least the first 2 games were relatively simple on that front. What I'm gonna like is that the problems are just absolutely ridiculous. Like, Parappa's problems are pretty normal. Lammy's problems are absolutely ridiculous. Oh no, I've lost my guitar. I guess I have to carve a new one with this beaver person. That makes sense. I ended up on the wrong airplane. I guess I have to fly the airplane now. Oh no, I'm dead and in hell. That one's probably the best one, honestly. They changed it for the American release because they decided they didn't want to deal with that, so they sent her to an island instead, but didn't change the aesthetics of hell at all. It was a cute change, though. I've got hit twice and only hit her once. This is not boding well. Two hits. I walked into that. But yeah, that's why I don't stand on the bricks. Had an idea and I wanted to test it out. Probably still worth testing out. Whether or not I can pick those up. Right, so that's 3 hits. When she's 3 hits in, she does this. And switches to bomber mode. Which I probably should do something about. What's up, Noah? How you doing? Oh, how you doing, Max? I missed your... God, I missed it like 10 minutes ago. Been kind of focused on boss. Not my proudest moments. I don't think of anything else. I have lost 60 lives already, yes. A lot of them were lost more... Yeah, I guess you were here for most of that, I don't have to explain. But most of them were lost, you know, doing the earlier parts of the level. And getting eaten by the claw. There we go. It's kind of the, you know, final boss room. It makes a sort of sense. But also, like, I am playing it in a dumb way where, like, for the first area, I did pick go through each section, even if it wasn't the section I would pick after the fact. In fact, the easiest ones probably were just 1-4. And then this one, so I guess 1-4-7. Dead Luigi's on the floor, in different places. Still hate those things. No! So all the 1 doors. Yep, exactly. Exactly. Why must everything that is attacking me have such a smug face? Okay. Actually, since I've been getting coins and stuff, it's very possible there's more than 60 dead Luigis on the floor. Especially if we count the first, like, 6 lives I lost. Good thing I like this room. What else? Oh, yes, also have that on my list. I've got a couple of, like, weird horror games for Windows, early Windows. Shivers, which I don't think I know. I think that's the, that was Sierra's answer to Myst. So first person, you have a night in a museum sort of thing, situation. I think there's a murder mystery. You know how those go. Yeah, that wasn't smart. That's a lot of dead Luigis. Born to brother, that many dead Luigis. Life is a misadventure. Seriously? There's a game your friend bought you over 10 years ago because they love it and haven't played it? Like you loaded up one time? What game, out of curiosity? Scratches. Forward point click. Interesting. Yeah, I'm intrigued. I might look that up too. I'm curious because I do like the old stylings, as has been noted a few times, of point and click adventure games. Like, I don't really want to go all the way back to after typing things, but I'd be considering it. I warmed up to it a bit more after the PAX stream with the weird text adventure game that was in the list there. I could consider, like, playing Beyond Zork or something. The problem with those games is, like, you need to be a lot more careful than I generally am on stream. There's a lot of ways to screw yourself, especially in Beyond Zork. Because for some reason, they decided, you know what's really cool? RPG mechanics. That was a short jump. Thanks and good luck. Hylian Salt. How you doing? Want some DOS or Amiga goodness? There's the Elvira games. The Horrorsoft? Elvira games! Oh man, there's no way that there's not FMVs in those. Otherwise you wouldn't be able to see Elvira's best points. It's amazing how long that woman has had longevity playing the same character. It was indeed a bad jump. We'll do better in time. Probably. Oh, man. Hold on. Ah, crap. Either way, I want to finish some stuff up. I'm going to do some Dark Souls tomorrow. Finally had time on the listing for it. Doing okay, even if you should be sleeping. I know the feeling. My sleep schedule's been kind of wrecked for a while now. Kind of given up on fixing it in the near term. Probably should do something. So yesterday was particularly egregiously bad. I went to bed around 7. I don't know if I got to sleep until like 8. No. I've learned something. Not the lesson I need to learn, but I've learned something. Have a prequel sequel for DOS called Personal Nightmare, which has some neat spooky visuals, but it's also a frustrating mess of a game. That's common. Like, because it was eventually became kind of an easy category game to make, there was an awful lot of shovelware in the point-and-click adventure realm. They can't all be King's Quest VI or Phantasmagoria 2. Things like my Macromedia Director made it, you know, worse, just because it opened up the floodgates even more than they already were. Hypercard. I don't know if any other games aside from like the 3 the Mist dudes released as hypercard stacks were ever really, it was ever really a popular medium even for point-and-click adventure games. I'd be curious where I'd even find information about that. This has not gone well. So I generally end up getting hit by the hammer guy. Oh. Oh, we got a stew going. We got a stew going. Only took an extra 5 lives to get back here, but you know, now we're back here. Okay. So first things first. Don't get hit by magic, dumbass. Don't get hit by footballs, dumbass. No part of that went right. Just none. No part. Up. Just take it fast. Elvira and Waxworks are pretty neat. Dungeon crawling point and clicks. Elvira 2 and Wizardry, SMT, proper dungeons. Interesting. That is not what I would have guessed. I would have guessed that Elvira's things would be absolute shovelware. It just simply uses the fact that it's her license to achieve what it sets out to do. That would have been my guess. But I guess I've played like an Elvira pinball machine, and it actually was pretty decent, so maybe her license stuff's actually good. Had like some fun stuff going on with how the playfield worked. Good enough. We're back. Why is everyone talking about Elvira today? Because it's Halloween-ish? I mean, she's one of those, like, common Halloween fixtures. She hosted a horror show for some number of years. I mean, I honestly never watched it, so I don't know that much about it. I just know about her from, you know, osmosis of other things. Okay, nipple attack. Need Halloween suggestions? I don't know if I need Halloween suggestions, but I appreciate them. I'm mostly just thinking about, like, interesting things to play. Especially looking for an excuse to, like, use some weird systems I don't use too often. I would consider, like, trying to do Sweet Home, because Sweet Home's an interesting game, but it's also one of those you need to be so careful. Know about her from the pinball game? Yeah. Like, she's been around for a long time. I want to say, like, she's an 80s fixture? And she's still going strong, doing her horror licensing thing, even now. Like, it's very much a thing I don't know anything about. I imagine there's probably, like, a good Cinemassacre video explaining the history of Elvira, or probably some other channel that focuses on horror stuff on YouTube. But I don't know. Like how the turn block shoves you into the death floor? Yup! Just how it's gotta be. Okay. Probably should set lives high again. Like, it's a kind of cruel boss in the sense that there's not a lot of second chances when specific things happen. But if I can get her into the later cycle faster, I should be in a better state. That's really the thing is, I just gotta be aggressive. Okay, nipple attack. It's 1 down. Fiery attack, that's fine. That's the other thing, is just grab the blocks and don't let them die. Okay, nipple attack. That's 3. I think. Maybe 2? The dreaded football. I don't know why I just freeze when I see the magic. Should have grabbed that. That was free. Well, you know, I kind of feared that that would happen at some point. Grow right into the pain train, into the pain conduit. I guess this kind of makes up for all of the Mega Man bosses that I did, that I could one-shot. Yeah, the dreaded pit was definitely a bigger problem. Yeah, one of the problems with like playing anything on Windows 90 is I really have to vet it to make sure it actually works. A couple weeks ago, I was thinking, not maybe a couple weeks ago, but like a while, when was I gonna do that? I wanted to try to play a specific adventure game I'd heard about. It was a Nickelodeon-branded Are You Afraid of the Dark licensed game. Which, if you never saw it, it was a kid's show where every show had a different spooky horror tale. Basically, the glue that put the entire show together with the kids being in the Midnight Society that got together at night, told spooky stories. That were all kind of independent. Kind of like Tales of the Crypt, I guess, but for kids. And they're all independent, creepy stories. But I tried to get it to work, and it does not work on my setup. I would have to put it in DOSBox, because it does not want to play nice with Windows. And the CD drive doesn't play nice in DOS. So, can't win that one. Or, I guess Demon Tools doesn't. Maybe I could do it. Alright, cool. That's good to know. Well, I don't know if that actually told me anything. It's 1 hit. Maybe it's 8 hits. Nibbles? Magic. That's 2 hits. I want to keep track this time. Alright, there we go. Not freezing when I see the magic is a good thing. Okay, 3 hits. Okay, that she doesn't do anything there yet. Nipple attack. Alright, when I... Okay, okay, that was interesting. I was in the air, so that doesn't tell me anything, but I feel like it's probably like an on-block touch sort of action. Would be my guess. Not merely her dropping them. So that's 5, I think. I don't know why I ducked. I could have done that if I wasn't ducking. I probably could have done it even though I was ducking. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, it is on block touch. I did a left-right to do something, and of course I touched the block. Now we know. Yeah, maybe it would work if I burned the disc. Didn't think about that. The machine I use for burning CDs isn't, like, around right now. I took it out of the living room because it was kind of an eyesore. But I could get it back up and running somewhere and put the discs over on. I need to probably turn it on in the near future anyway, just to copy some files onto it. Because it serves as my backup storage. Try burning the disc and see if it works. But I imagine it's temperamental enough it might not be worth it. Also, I wouldn't be able to do like the DOS stuff where eject CD-ROM drive. Because if it's running under Windows, it just says no. Like, it actually is like, no, we only run under DOS, which is bizarre to me, but okay. Smashes his head into the electric fence. Yep. That's pretty much it. But at least I've kind of reached some sort of peace with the rest of the level. I'm making good progress on just getting to this boss. But I am rather expecting that I'll have to spend another whole stream playing this again. Okay, that turned out for the best, honestly. Okay, one hit. She on... Nope. On flame. I like how she T-poses to drop things. Maybe just because I'm easily amused. It's another hit. It's 2. Come on, nipple attack. Okay, flames are fine too, I guess. No! I shouldn't have done that. Instant death. I'm very good at avoiding things sometimes. Okay. Just need to recenter myself. Still don't think I've gotten past 5 hits. It's possible she dies at 6. You know, that's the sensible number of hits, but I'm gonna guess it's either 8 or 10 at this point. Yeah, instant death is really punishing. One of the reasons I don't think I ended up finishing, In fact, I know why. That's like the moment I knew I was done with Super Marissa World. When I got to a specific boss, which had instant death blocks scrolling up and down while you have to fight this Lakitu boss. And I'm just like, I'm done. There's no way I'm going to be able to do this. I got decently far in. I got the experience. But still. I think I found out at some point that he gave me like a special thanks in his hack, and I'm like, I don't know if I did anything meriting it, but alright. Kind of appreciate it. Yeah, I kind of appreciate it, honestly. You probably like watch some VODs and stuff. I never got around to processing the YouTube things, because man, there were so many markers. I had so many VODs. It's the longest moderation, finished or unfinished, I've ever had. I don't know why I was expecting magic. I wonder if that was an oversight or just like, nah, I just like killing. Here I go killing again. No! Oh, that was stupid. Well, that was stupid. I just noticed timer 0. That's perfectly fine, just it's something I noticed. Guess speaking of which, I wonder how well OLDC is going. The Kaizo standard split for that I think is an interesting experiment. I'll be curious to see how it goes. Whether or not having both kind of extinguishes the amount you'd see on either. I also wonder if you can enter in both. Or if you can only enter in one. Probably sensible to only enter in one anyway, but... I do know that one thing they were going to allow, I think, was that judges of one could participate in the other, because, like, what difference does it make? If you're judging Kaizo, you're not really doing much with the standard judges anyway. So... which I think is fine. Because really it's just lumped together mostly for procedural reasons rather than actual cross-pollination issues. Alright, back to the room. Does remind me, I probably want to sometime next week offer testing for people. Okay. What does she do? I footballed myself. That was completely my fault. Oh no, I blew it again. Oh, I didn't expect to get that jump. Just one nice thing about vertical levels is it makes it easier to get your power-ups back up to where you want them to be. Doesn't really matter in this case. That's a stone, Luigi! You didn't invent that! What an odd thing to include in your cartoon. Then again, also you've got, you know, doing the Mario, and Captain Lou tells you how drugs send you to hell before you die. The 90s were a different time. But with your cartoon all-stars to the rescue and all that. As a small child, I wanted to watch that, because I'm like, oh, it's got all my favorite cartoons in it! That's gonna be great! I think my mom looked at the box and said, no, we're not getting this. Because you really, at that age, do not need to have a talk from Winnie the Pooh about why crack cocaine is bad. When you don't know what crack cocaine is. Much different time, indeed. Okay. There we go. Progress. What's up, Luis? How you doing? I'm doing okay. I've been in this level for a very long time, and I'm hoping to get out of it sooner than later. The, spaghetti up there kills me instantly, so I need to be really careful about specific moves, such as jumping too high, or touching this block to any of these other blocks. Well, that could have gone better. Or getting my power up where it will make me grow. That's the fourth hit. That's good. I just freeze whenever I get magicked. It's not good. Okay, now bombs? Magic, okay. Magic is kind. That should be 6. That actually might be a record. Bombs. That's like 7, I think. It's 5 of those. Maybe 8? Bombs. Okay. And I waited. Kamikaze? No. You had defeated me, but this isn't over. You have defeated me. Behold, the true monster that will destroy everything. The Plan Z's ultimate celebrity? Celebrity? It's Zed Millenniumon. Defeat this Digimon in 96 seconds. Otherwise, you will be killed with Time Destroyer. Do I have to do that now? I have to do that now. How do I defeat this thing? I don't know what I'm supposed to do to defeat him. Oh, I'm supposed to do that. I guess I know what to do here. Nope. I get hit by the red thing. I kind of get it, actually. Would have been funnier if they, like, swapped off shell colors. But I get it. Fire and ice. Like, I'm glad I understand this fight quickly. But I lost one shell, so I think I also might be fucked. Moment of truth. I'm not getting another shell. Got it. Zed Millenniumon was defeated and transformed into a jewel called Moon Millenniumon. Luigi gave the jewel to Professor Egad for research. That makes sense. Luigi's journey has ended and peace returned to this beautiful world. With everything settled, Luigi decided to celebrate his victory in Megaville. Afterwards, we returned to the Mushroom Kingdom. Congratulations! You finished the game! Hooray! Hooray! Did you have fun with this amazing crossover? I think I did! Credits! Mario Fangamer, Hooded Edge, Russian Man, Anonymous, Anorakun, James, Amelia, Sutsujada, whatever. Isokoro, Uresino, Dorolak, Soniku, Fusia, Maikia, Orion, Kevin, Smikdan, 945, D to the 4th, of course, and Benzalot. Yeah, that was scary. I'll catch up on chat in a moment. The end. Have a nice day. Put you back on the world map? No, that was an actual ending. Okay. That's not what I was expecting at all. Alright. Well, we did that. Was sleeping? Ah, fair. Magic is scary, she's finally dead. Zed Millennium was one of the few Digimon you actually know about, mostly because he's ludicrous power level. I could tell. Those red shells were really dangerous. Destroying some good universe destroy monster. I'm not quite at the end. So there's more to this than meets the eye. I thought that level would count as an exit, but it doesn't. But I still have these to do, and one more beyond. Just another day in the Not Mushroom Kingdom, it's true. So I have at least, I think, 3 more exits. Why'd I do that? Whoa, I got lucky. I'll demonstrate why I know I have a few more exits to go when I can, which should be shortly if I'm not too slow at beating this level. There's a level ahead that tells me that I need 100 exits to get into it. Alright, well that didn't work. But that pipe's tested, so progress. Always progress. Keep moving forward. Oh, I guess the level, the hack restarted too. So... Oh, I almost landed on him. So now I'm out of lives, or my lives have been severely reduced. But at least we have Jazz Jackrabbit music, which almost always signals a good time. See? My brilliant plan was actually brilliant. Oink. Ah! Oh, you actually got me with that. That's less than ideal, but if I get a power-up right here, I can test that out. Well, I guess my gut hunch is that the I can't test that anymore. The midway might be soonish. Oh, those don't pause. Or they might. There's the midway. Jump up. Not land on the Wiggler. It's a very dangerous class of Wiggler. Ah, come on now. Luigi beat the game and go away. Does make sense. Always stream late here? Yeah, that's my time zone. That's how it goes. Just when I have time. I usually try to get things done during the day, but it doesn't always happen. Like today was pretty lazy. I spent most of it hanging out with Snyder and doing work. Tomorrow, though, go do some D&D nonsense. Should be fun. Pop. I remember what we did last D&D. It was something ridiculous. There usually is. What time zone? I am in Pacific. But I've always kind of had a personal time zone that's closer to Hawaii, to be completely honest. Occasionally veering into Japanese time. Just the way I roll. I'm a very night owl kind of person. When I'm on the East Coast, I tend to do a little bit better just because, like, I need to work. I'm in some other person's house. I need to work on their schedule. Really wish I saw that file. Actually... That's how you do this. You just go up and over. Is this thing ever gonna shoot? Okay, guess it did. Yeah, PST. Currently PDT because of daylight savings time, but that's going away pretty soon. Probably another, like, 2 weeks or so. Maybe a little more. Those bolt throwers are really good at getting me right in the head. Having a swinging good time. Yeah, as I frequently say, most people who watch this stream are either insomniacs or in other international time zones, and the stats I get from Twitch seem to bear this out. Very international audience, according to the Twitch stats. I didn't even see that thing before I splatted it. I'm kind of okay with that. Really wanted to bowl through him. Alright, level over. Ugh. Yeah, you can tell I'm on the East Coast if my audio sounds a lot different, because even though I'm using the same mic, I'm usually streaming outside, and so the room itself has a massive effect on how things sound. And when you're outside, you just don't get echoes. That's just the long and short of it. Penguin? Oh, this is a helpful penguin. Can I kill the helpful penguin? No. Yeah, I'll probably head over there in November. Not anytime soon. You know, it's interesting it despawns the ball, too. In Mario 3, the ball sticks around and falls down. What I want to do is that. Like, I just want to avoid the forces being exerted on me. Ice level with bumpties? Yeah, I know, it's a complete another shock to the system. What am I doing? I guarantee you I'm gonna want that. Oh, I guess not. Never mind. Okay, nothing there. Right. Pipe tester for kids. And bumpties as well. I feel like someone's gonna make a joke about Bumpty's nuts or something. Oh no! I should have gone for the midway. Is what is. Dang it! Those ninjas just get in my head. But yeah, I need one more exit to show why you need 100 exits, and then we'll go on our quest to get the last 2 exits. Because, like, there's this exit, I think, and there's one that I couldn't figure out, and actually messaged Roberto about it. And he told me that, yes, there is an exit in that level, and confirmed a theory, or basically told me what it was. I was thinking about it late last night while I was playing Gabriel Knight. Like, it's probably this, and then he went and told me that it was. So I feel good about that, but it was something I would not have guessed except looking in Lunar Magic, which is not ideal. I did not expect to get thrown into Saw. Go underneath. Become one with the Saw. You don't. I had clearance. Clarence. Like, all right, you know what? I'm thinking. Dangerous pastime, I know. But I really feel like the midway's got to be like right here, and I can always come back for that. My guess is that this section here is to make it so you can't go through there without... Okay, so that's a problem. Alright, that's not that big of a problem, but it is a problem. Actually, the Bumpty solves that problem. That's... Wait, hold up. I forgot about this. Yeah, you can kill those things. It doesn't come up much. But you can, in fact, totally kill those things. Why am I enamored with the secret exit instead of just going forward from this point? I don't think it's going to be any faster to walk back. Like, I think it's pretty much 6's backwards or forwards. But yeah, that Bumpty makes it easier because you can just kind of go bounce on him and go. CEO of Winter Levels, John Bumpty. That reminds me of the Underway level from the 72-hour QLDC, where I ended up emailing the CEO, Joey something or other, for investing advice, because it told me to. No. Mistakes were made. I'm just going to go forward. I think trying to go back there is just going to make my life worse. That weird bit right there does not scream to me this is a smart move. I'm not sure what my plan there was, but we can all tell that it wasn't a good one. Up. Wait a second. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm pretty sure I've seen that exact room before. That's why I immediately did that, because I'm like, this room looks like that other room that does the exact same thing. So I'm kind of wondering if Roberto didn't hook up the rooms properly. Like, that's just the wrong index. It does happen. Been wrong warped? Well, the thing is that there's another level where this happened to me repeatedly. Maybe, oh, it might even be in the same area. Maybe that, no, this is definitely different, I think, from that other area that I did. I know he comes back, but still. Some small reprieve. CEO of Softlock, Steve, but it's the exact. It took me back here. This is a different level. I mean, this is the same level. This isn't right. At least I don't think it is. Maybe I'm mixing these up. Well, it's our last chance to see this, so we're gonna go see it. So we have 99. You enter the level, and this happens. It seems you don't have enough exits to continue to this level. Collect 100 exits. It just makes sense. Also, there's nothing I can do. It's an auto mover. What's up, Zucati? How you doing? Alright, let's go take care of that other level. I put a marker down. Oh, I didn't... might have put a marker... I put a marker down now. That's not the level I need to go to. It does go hard, even in the few colors we have here. Actually, maybe this will take me where I want to go. That's the dark area. One of these will take me where I want to go. We'll go back to the hard ice and get our 101st exit. Oh wait, no, I don't want to go to Icefill. I was like, damn curious now. I think I already have the midway. No, I don't. But is that the same room? It's one of those, like, I just don't remember it. It's been long enough, and I'm not going to pull up the VOD. Yeah, the Ice Queen there isn't all that dangerous. Oh, right. Okay, well, except when she does that. Her magic actually just freezes you. It's one of the rare instances in this game, in like any Mario hack I've had, where it's always consistent and it just freezes you. So it's like, oh, big whoop. Like, it's unlikely to completely screw up your day. But it was this section here that had the property, and I'm curious if it's the same level. It's not the same level, but it does appear... I'm betting this is the same sub-level. Okay. Anyway, that was an interesting detour. Found the other weird teleport back. So I guess it is different. It just looks the same. I need to go... I think probably Dark World is the best way to get where I need to go quickly. So I think this is forward. Yeah, there we go. So what I learned, or I think I learned, is that the secret exit from this one is achieved by not taking the midway. So all I have to do is get to the end of this section. All I have to do is beat the level again, and then get to the end of the section. Alright, well, so much for that. What's up, Fall Circus? How you doing? Thank you for the good luck. So far, I've successfully beaten, like, the any % game, and now I'm working on sort of the post-game, kind of... ish. I would like to get out of this section with some amount of power-ups. Yep. So he told me that this is a clue about what... Oh! Wow. Is this a bug? So... what happened last time when I did this, I ended up... oh, God. Well, that's bad. Nuts to that! Full-on speed. It's an insect? Yes. So I thought I'd have to do it all the way from the beginning, but I can do that from the midway. Either way, we're done with that. Problem solved. Put a marker down, asking about that later. I know he's already going to work on a little bit of a revision. So now we go back to where we were and get our 101st exit before we go see Queenie again. Deltarune chapters 3 through 5 when? Nobody will know. It's a feature. I'm not convinced. I am not convinced, Fries. But it's worth asking him about, if he intended it that way. Also, I'd just like to thank everybody for not resetting the game on me when I was, after I defeated the boss, and then had to fight the other boss. You thought about it? Possibly because the reset or something keeps the flag separate from the midway. My guess is it's in the level itself. Is that in the level itself, it checks for the midway having been acquired, and because I didn't jump through it there... Yeah. Decided not to be a... Good call. How you doing, TJB? Things are going adequately. I beat the any percent of this, and now I'm on to the finally trying to do the cleanup thing, so I'm getting the final levels done. That would have been so cool if I'd actually done that. Boop. Stand back, then stand forward. Well, it takes thinking to not get into Saw. Headed to... I don't think so. I've been doing an awful lot of stuff in the last few weekends and the next few, so I think I'm gonna have to give that one a miss, unfortunately. Just been too busy. Would be fun, though. Yeah, when it comes to, like, game conventions, it's... You usually gotta, like, stay on them to know when they're gonna happen. End up missing the other one I usually go to every year, the one in Tacoma, because I was on the East Coast, and then Fisk messaged me after the fact saying, hey, we both missed this. I don't know why I tried. I should have kept going. But also my sleep schedule is so effed up, I wouldn't really be able to do much even getting there. I guess that was actually true last year too, wasn't it? Wasn't there a secret exit that skipped you to lead into the Greek temple thing? I don't think so. Yeah, it's an interesting convention just because it was not the kind of convention I thought it would be. I thought it'd be more like the Tacoma one, but it's definitely more focused on like buying and selling of retro things, which I think is great, honestly. The big swap meet approach is a good one, as opposed to just like, here's a bunch of arcade games. Go nuts. Yeah, if I just stayed put. Woke up at midnight. Fair. Yeah, I don't think there's a secret exit that dumped me into a Greek temple thing. Like, if you're talking on the overworld, in the oceany area. I don't believe that's the case, unfortunately, because it does look cool, and would have probably been a nifty level. Like Zelda 2 inspired level. Well, that worked. It's where you speedrun SMW2 and won a coffee mug? Ah, nice. Was it like an official thing, or did someone just see like, oh, you're doing a good job speedrunning that. Here, have a coffee mug. Here, have a trophy. Have another trophy. 3 trophies for the short. Hey, I didn't give this a trophy. Ow. I don't think it deserved a pizza. Maybe a pizza trophy. Probably should actually see what the Strong Bad people have been up to recently, because I haven't watched any of it. Alright, into the void. Another random world after Pandora place. It's where the other couple exits. I think there's a random world after the Pandora thing. That is my guess for the time being. Okay, we're safer. For some values of safer. Okay. know, there were a lot of ways to do that. Oh. Somehow knew that was going to come to that. Booth, the thing where they said, beat any game from this pile of games in one sitting and win a thing. Did a 15-minute-ish shitty speedrun of SMB2 and won a mug. Oh, nice. Kind of makes me wonder if there were anything, like, if they hadn't, like, vetted their list well enough, if you could have played something like Color a Dinosaur and won. I'm trying to think of, like, any, like, really easy NES game, and not really coming up with a gigantic list, obviously. Like, there's nothing like quite like the Barney one. Battletoads, no. Rise, no. That is not easy. We are asking about easy. That is the opposite of easy. So I'm gonna have to go through this again. That part? No! I guess the power-up thing is now a decent argument for going through and picking up the midway and trying to backtrack. It's like I've successfully done it a couple times. Alright, so how far would I need to go? There's this obstacle, which I still hadn't quite figured out how to get to, but I think I can just do a really short hop to get in. There's these saws. They're not that bad. There's this. You know, as long as I jumped over it, I would have been fine. Seemed surprised to wonder how many people were expected to win. Nice hitbox indeed. Need to beat Battletoads one day? One day. Keep jumping into ninjas' faces, and they're always smiling at me, and they're also happy to kill me. Yeah, I was thinking like Pictionary wouldn't be too bad. Like, that's a game you can beat in a sitting pretty easily. But, like, really, would they put, I don't know, things like Ultimate Scrabble or... Yeah, I'm trying to think of, like, dumb ones. What else is in that pile? Jeopardy. I'm pretty sure I could beat Jeopardy for NES in one sitting. Marble Madness. You know what? That's actually a fair one. With a little bit of practice, I think most people could beat Marble Madness on the NES in one sitting. Not even like a lot of practice. Though, does it have? It has a bonus stage, doesn't it? It has 4 stages instead of 3, or... It has more stages. I forget how many more. It's like 1 extra, and I don't remember how many stages the original has. I want to say the original has like 3 or 4. Play the Genesis a lot. The Genesis port? I mean, it's a good game. There's a really good post-mortem that was in like the GDQ archives. Or not GDQ archives, what's that place called? The Game Developer Conference. GDC, I guess, would be the more appropriate acronym. Intriguing stuff about how it got made and why it got made. Like, basically, Atari wanted to standardize hardware because they hadn't been, and we're like, we are losing so much money making it every single release we do custom hardware. We need to standardize. And so Marble Madness was kind of like the first experimental thing for that. That initiative. And initially they wanted to make a mouse. They wanted to have it so that the ball would actually fight you. And make it a one-player sort of PvE thing, but they discovered that it's really hard to make a trackpad ball work that way. Something about points of contact. Yeah, I would recommend it. I think it's still free. At least I saw it on YouTube a million years ago. Might be on archive.org, I couldn't tell you. Okay. So this one gets us what? The secret exit. As expected. Okay. I really do feel like this part was copied and pasted and then made into ice from some other place. But maybe that's just what it is. Alright, one last thing to check. GDC is so good. Oh, hey Curtis, how you doing? It's cool. I've never been, so I can't speak to how cool it is. Haven't been any, like, developer conferences in a long time now. Went to DEF CON a few times back in the day, but honestly, DEF CON is, yeah. If you're not going there to participate in CTF or something specific, it's not really worth it. Love to attend, but don't see it happening, yeah. It's not a cheap thing to do. Like, an awful lot of conferences are like, people just get, like, their badges sponsored by their company, and that's why I don't have to worry too much about the pricing. In fact, I knew a guy at Microsoft who managed to snake into E3 that way. Somehow, he got on Microsoft's official roster. That's how you got into C++ Con? At least, I hope that's what that stands for. Does make sense. Yeah. There's no good conferences that my work would sponsor me to go to. Maybe one class of thing, but I can't talk about that. But our general business is such that any conference that I would want to go to, any conference in its field is not one I want to go to. Alright, cool. All good, just waking up. Recommended this of Pat. Yeah, me too. Woke up. No, I didn't. I'm just here. Lunar Conference. That would actually be pretty cool. Like, kind of in the same vein. That would be cool if there were, like, game hacker conferences. But I think it's a small enough area, and the people involved generally don't have the funds for such things. But I've tested out what I need to test out here. C3, but in person. Yeah, exactly. That would be cool. TwitchCon is next week? Huh. Go figure. Alright, let's see Pandora Palace. We can actually join the level now. It won't warp us to Queenie now. A little disappointing. Yup. Somehow I knew. It's custom. It's very odd. Not going to C3? Oh, TwitchCon? Yeah, I've never been. It's in, like, San Diego, right? It's one of those things where theoretically I could make it, but eh. Queen's advice. Press up to switch my red pictures. Okay. But I'm also not certain of the utility outside of, it might be fun. Off. I'm gonna just go through the door. Can't afford since you moved. Vegas this year? Vegas. Queen's advice, please respect the pottery and you'll earn a lot of potassium. But do I want potassium? Nope. Nuts to your pottery! Oh, they instantly kill you. Probably a reason not to. Useful if you break your back in a foam pit. Yeesh. Yeah, it is true. It's probably cheaper to stay in Vegas. That is probably true. But yeah, I just don't have utility for it. Oh. Leaving you behind. Goodbye, Charlie. Wait, Chris, stop everything. Get the banana. Oh, right. That's why I'll be rewarded with potassium. Well, now I want to do it. This makes sense to me. Whenever I think of potassium, I think of that, like, not correct in the slightest Borat national anthem of Kazakhstan. And one of the lines in there is, all other countries are... Kazakhstan, #1 exporter of potassium. All other countries are inferior potassium. And of course, that instance where someone at some sort of like international games accidentally picked that national anthem instead of the real Kazakhstan national anthem, much to the runners or the athletes' unfortunate thing. Get the 15 bananas. Cool. I can get bananas. Go bananas. Go bananas. Nope. Roasted banana. Is that a custom sprite? I have no idea. Went to San Diego, TwitchCon last year. It was fun. Did not do the foam pit or miss the accident. Fair. Hack itself all over the place. I think that's just Zampari's Raisin Detra. Just saw a Reddit thing use the same reference. Really? Yeah, occasionally Family Guy hits on something that's actually funny. And the improv, trying to get those guys to do improv was kind of funny. It's kind of bizarre, but funny because it's true, it tends to be their best stuff. You wouldn't think so, given Family Guy's general high wackiness quotient, but this has not gone well. Part of the problem is I never know which painting is gonna, like, mess up my day. I know there's one nearby. That one. I'm certain it's about to just throw fire at me. Okay. Maybe that one is. Got all the bananas! Potassium! Hooray! The Crumbs levels using Pandora Palace. Oh, I got the midway! Okay, cool. Yeah, I have no meaningful power-ups. I'm just gonna die. Take care of it real quick. My fine art is bad. I am amused. Oh, Septic Feynman, how you doing? Alright. I'm gonna take a really quick, short break. Oh, hi, Faro. I missed your name because it was sandwiched between two other green names of the same length. Probably need to fix that at some point. Alright, I will be right back. I'm gonna take a quick stretch break. Alright, let's continue. I've getting shapes, you're updating your watch to track your whatever. I'm a big fan of the pedometer thing. I know that the whole, like, 10k steps in a day doesn't have any real scientific basis, but I try to get them. At least amortized. I have been lazy in October, though. I think I've done about 5k on average this month, which is not great. Oh, those are books. Solid gold? Oh, it shoots lasers. Of course it shoots lasers. Why wouldn't it shoot lasers? That just makes sense. Golden things shoot lasers. It's a very reasonable axiom. Right? More movement has science. Oh, it's true. But the reason they chose 10k is, like, the kanji for 10k looks an awful lot like a man walking. That's basically it. It was never a ridiculous... It was never a thing that made a lot of sense, but it's still good for you. It can't hurt. Lasers are indeed good. You expect the queen? I'm the Mega Man Queen! My name is Pandora. Try to defeat me if you dare. No, I didn't expect that. Alright, I'm gonna guess that kills me instantly, so I'm gonna leave that alone. Alright, sign it. Oh, those are tracers. And those are not. Well, at least I don't have to deal with a single ice wall. Yay, I got one hit out of my 3 shells. There we go. Finally got something out of that. I don't know what that was. No, of course it does actually kill you. Huh. What is it with boss and giving you ammunition? They're just kind of nice about that. Pandora is the boss of Pandora Palace. That's strangely expected, yet also strangely fitting. The worst shelter you've ever seen. It was really terrible, honestly. At least I don't have to get more potassium. All other countries are inferior potassium. Mistakes may have been made. That is one Pandora. Strangely unexpected, yeah. Head to bed. Good luck finishing this. Alright. Sleep well, evil ghost. I'll see you next time. Get good sleep. It's important. Does a body good. That also might be potassium. You know, it would help if I avoided getting hit repeatedly in the face. Like, I don't think that boss is actually all that difficult. I'm just really rubbish at the shell throw. Generous to give the midway spawn? Yeah, I greatly appreciate that. I do not understand the laser criteria. Also, the laser criteria would probably be a pretty good name for a hack. Likes to stop fairly high. That is true. Pop. More than doable, even when small. Okay. So let's see about Pandora here. Alright, so that's one attack. I'm used to that attack. That works. Cause the pause. Oh, it even skipped her attack. Will it get shell immediately? No. It just caused me to have to wait. Alright, that wasn't really all that useful. So far, I'm doing a lot better. Oh, right, that's sinusoidal tracer, not just sinusoidal. I don't know what that is. Kind of weirds me out. Nope, barely missed. The problem is I don't really want to get that much momentum when the real threat is that the SpaghettiOs, the spaghetti right there, it'll kill me. The real threat is spaghetti. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Strangest hack of this boss so far? Oh, that's a good question. Defeated Pandora and opened her box. It's a special world! Hooray! Oh wait, someone is waiting for you. Most of the bosses have been like weird Mega Man characters with anime front ends. So none of them have been all that weird. I guess this might be weird. But there hasn't been anything like in the extremely odd bucket yet. There's been like a couple like random bosses that were from other games, but nothing too weird. Ah, nice. Glad that those are killable. The fact that Sprite Gate here is disturbing me for some reason. Nuts. Didn't expect two. I guess that's just to make sure that they can't leave the room. You give me enough... Oh, hey, that was sneaky. I almost got tricked. It's got nothing on the Waluigi thing now. Dinkelberg, Greta Thunberg, Kappa... Yeah, exactly. Nothing on that. I think the only real person we've run into in the game so far has been Donald Trump, and he's pretty sad and living in a sewer. That's all there is to that. Bizarrely. There's been an odd number of Digimon, and I know nothing about Digimon except Renamon existing, so there's that. I guess there was also that other, or like the dinosaur one. Oh, whoa! Those things are badass. Inexplicably badass. No one expects the Goomba in a block to be dangerous until he is. What did I hit? Oh, that's probably just a block. That's probably static. Never mind. That's probably already there. No. Oh, the cone. I now know fear. In cone form. Alright, midway. I think that was first shot, so that's actually pretty good. That's all you need to know. They're Digital monsters. They're also champions. That's all you need to know. Yeah, I've heard the song. It's as earwormy as the Splatoon commercial, in which you are told that you are a kid now, and then that you turn into a squid then. Repeatedly. For a long time, that's all I knew about Splatoon, is that you're a kid now, you're a squid now. You're a kid, you're a squid, you're a kid, you're a squid. Ad infinitum. No. Why did I do that? I looked away for a second and tried to keep playing. That wasn't smart. Yeah. I don't think I've actually played a Digimon game. Seems like the kind of thing I might have tried to do as a kid, but I probably didn't spend that much time. I remember trying to play the .hack games for PlayStation, but those take some investment. Because, they're the kind of game where, your character, you can move them between the assorted, 3 different games? And they all kind of play the same, which isn't great. But the, simulated PS2-styled MMO was kind of cool. Another anime where I've watched some of it, but I couldn't for the life of me tell you what actually happens in it. Okay. Christ at the Checkpoint is primarily a public relations scheme to dissuade American evangelicals from pro-Israel views. Yeah, we already saw this one. Why is that message here too? Unless it's telling me that I need to beat the level... Oh, it's probably maybe telling me the same thing about beating the level without getting the midway? I guess? Because that's what the message block in the other one said, but I think that if it's in the same place twice, that's probably not a good sign. The PS1 RPG one and did not understand it. It's fair. How you doing, Mr. Ruse? Um, 2D fighter Digimon game. That could be fun. Kind of makes sense, actually. Alright. Doing well. How am I? I'm doing good. And I beat the level. Sent you a list of stuff you would add or change. At least for you, a lot of thinking is being made going on right now, and that is a programmer friend partnered up with you to get this off the ground. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I read the Equinox thing, and I can definitely agree about most of that. Alright, I guess we'll try the not taking the midway thing. A sec. Something I wanted to do here really quick. I'm in the level. Okay. Hey, it works. Yeah, I'm still utterly baffled by that message box. And also, thank you for the GG. Before I get too far back into this. But I'm going to assume if it's the same message box, it's the same effective hint, which is beat the level without collecting the midway. Oh. You know, it would help if I actually hit the dang thing. Those are dangerous. They can't be let to live. The throw block jumpy goom blocks. Too powerful. I really like this level. Never quite know what's going to happen when you make any set of jumps. Reminds me of the last easy difficulty hack I tried to play. Though this one is a lot less in, not quite as in tight confines. With all of those, like, 2-tile chuck jumps. And there were a lot of them. No, the cones also may not be allowed. Alright, since we know that this works, we're gonna do it this way. We're gonna die to the midway and then not take the midway. Yeah, the throw block ones are scary. Absolutely terrifying. I love that noise right there. What a noise. Okay. So then we go back here. We do not take that. It's gonna make things a little more challenging, just because I don't get my freebie power up. But this is still more than doable. You get a power up like right here. And all the noises in the universe. Reminds me of like one of those troll flash things. You want to hear the most annoying noise in the universe? Which I think originates from Dumb and Dumber. So let's see if this works and takes me someplace different. It does. Okay, so the same clue applies, even though I do not understand how that's a clue. I honestly do not understand how that's a clue. But I'm fairly certain this is a different area. I would like to keep my fire flower, please. Oop. Or is it different? Maybe it was the same and I just wasn't paying attention. The ending's certainly the same. Well, let's see what happens when we get back to the noisy level. Nope, that was the same exit. Apparently. Try one more time, but do it legit, I guess. Because there's no pipes in this level. There's no real opportunity to get above the level as far as I can tell. If I can't figure it out quick, I'll probably just move along. After this iteration. There's been a few like that. But not too many. Ah. Now it works. What else? One of the problems with streaming a lot consistently is I run out of stuff to talk about because not too much of interest has happened between here and there. Though actually, I guess I did finally finish The Moon is a Harsh Mistress. Actually today, like right before the stream. I realized there was 30 minutes left in the book, so I was like, ah, fuck it, I'm just gonna finish listening. It did not end how I was expecting it to end. Like as a cautionary tale about revolution or AI. But it is more 1960s kind of fiction, so I'm not terribly surprised. Of his major books, I'd say I like it the second best. Definitely better than Stranger in a Strange Land, which was really weird. Even for 1960s sci-fi. There was so much weirdness in that book. I guess that's just counting as, like, more normal ones, too, honestly. Alright, so if this doesn't take me to someplace different... Same place, so that clue isn't helpful. At least I don't think it's helpful. So I beat it without touching the midway from scratch. Like, unless it's trying to hint to me that I need to be a pacifist. which would be kind of challenging, honestly, because sometimes you just run right over those dudes. What's the clue? I wish I'd hit the box again, but it's something along the lines of, it's a quote by someone about Christ at the crossing is a... How'd to go? It's so weird. It's a quote by someone, Mark something, but Christ in the crossing is something to prevent Americans from developing pro-Israeli views? And I have no idea how that applies to this. Or why it's in the game at all. But it's weird, but not over all that weird. Compared to some of the other stuff he's done. Normal jumps and spin jumps can change the on-off flag. When? Is it when I hit an enemy? Okay, when I kill something with an enemy, it changes the flag. Or I killed an enemy, it changes the flag. Got it. That makes more sense to me. This is fine. Oh, right. You know, I'm pretty happy with the state of the flag right now. But I'm definitely going to message him about that, 'cause it's the same message in 2 different levels, and that's usually an indication something has gone wrong somewhere. I don't think it's my fault, because we haven't procced any alerts today. Something I can check offline. What is this background I just realized? Very 90s. Like, one of those Trapper Keeper style things. Except that, like, one of those things is those swirly fish cakes that they put in ramen sometimes. Okay, midway, check. Oh, clock. It's time for time. It is very 90s. It is fantastic. Oh, I have to choose. Alright, this must be, like, the 2 exits. So we can go either left or right for our exit path. Well, that was nice while it lasted. I hate bullet bills. Just in general. Oh, maybe they only activate. Maybe those are also switch dependent. Yeah, I'm not putting up with that nonsense. Shoot. I was happy with pink. No. Pick a pipe. Like worn out 90s from too much sun. I could see that. We'll try right. Actually, we'll just try whatever I get next time. It doesn't really matter. Really need to not hit that guy. Because I'd like to hold on to my power up as long as possible. Alright, I guess we're going left. Alright, what's the state of the switch? We're in pink on. I think I'd like to stay in that state if possible. I don't know what I was doing there. What am I doing for exits again? 103, 103. Okay, good. So there's still... Is it 112 or 117? $112, okay. Gotta stop doing that. Trying to decide whether or not to call this and come back tomorrow. Or, not tomorrow. Saturday, I guess? Okay, we tried the right pipe for once. It is very different. Drop enemies on my head and get them out with a hammer. I'm just gonna stand under solid things. When possible. For the time being. I have 9 exits to go. Yeah, the thing is, I don't know if the last one's gonna be one of those, like, choose-your-own-adventure things. Which takes me, you know, forever, because I have to go through every single room. There's always that possibility. It's a scary possibility. But it's more of like just a planning thing, like make a good decision on this front to not run into trouble later. That almost... Oh, look, this is already a choose-your-own-adventure thing. No, this isn't. It's just not a soft lock. That's what it is. Oh. Cool. I found the secret exit. Eight exits to go, including the one I don't know how to get to in the other level. Pop. Just when you think it's safe to go back outside. Thank you for the G. What's funny is I end up in exactly the same state I was before. Kind of surprised I didn't get hit. I'ma just snipe. I'ma just snipe. Solves many a problem. Sniping and camping. Ah, I knew he was going to throw two, but I thought I might be able to get in before. Get my last word in. Like the idea of it's an interesting level concept, honestly. And I really love the frozen fire bars. Like, there's something very interesting about making your choices about this kind of thing. And how, you know, normally defeating an enemy would be always be a good thing. In this case, it's sometimes a good thing. Well, that didn't help. Either way, we got the midway, so that's fine, because I don't think this is a level that's going to punish me for having the midway. Yeah, this act's been really good so far, honestly. Like, I would not hesitate to recommend it to most people as long as you have a tolerance for some amount of boss-related pain. Which, since I know that Roberto Zampari is working on an amendment to this to make some of the bosses a bit harder. I hope not the final boss, because she's hard enough as it is. Honestly. Okay, blue is on. Now it's not. I meant to duck. But it's okay. I'm going to put a marker down to do something offline. Just realized I need to go and try the other switch state door for the vertical section. Just as a matter of decorum. It shouldn't matter. But, just in case. Like, nope. Let's see what happens now. So this is the area I was in before, presumably. That was surprisingly difficult. How much is your penny candy? Surprisingly expensive. What's up, Rock Vinyl? How you doing? That... I think you told me you changed your name yesterday. Ah, vintage, okay. Took me a moment. Alright. So, I'm actually getting kind of close. I'm feeling optimistic. Except for the noise. What's this track? Oh, it's Sonic again. You good? Nice. Nice that there's only one exit in this one. No! Oh, God, I'm gonna have to be on the wall. Like... Yep. No. Those things are bullshit. Like, I am on high alert now. So high alert, I fell in the pit. Those things, when they grab you, force you to run backwards. And basically, it's a death sentence. I do not care for those. Oh, you can spin jump on those? It might have taken me way too long to learn that. Alright, well, that worked. Just realized, oh, you sent me your music track, I didn't listen to it yet. Dang, I forgot about that. Yeah, you sent it to me like early last night, and I saw it, and I'm like, oh man, I need to listen to that, and then I completely spaced. Because I was playing Gabriel Knight for 7 hours. Like, there! Didn't even appear over a pit! I hate those panzers. What? Oh, they turn, right? What's up, Delta Rain? How you doing? Oop. Down. I changed its direction, didn't even think about it properly. Okay, that was a moderation thing. I think he jumps left. No, he's just gonna stay there and shake his butt. This is fine too. No! No, it's not! Nothing is fine anymore. I sure love enemies that come out of nowhere and just wreck me. But I'm absolutely not expecting them. They are my favorite class of things. Oh, wait, I didn't get the spin jump off that. Oh. Alright, well, do this again. Gotta go? Alright, well, sleep well, Matt. See it? No. I remembered it. I didn't. I think those things might actually be my least favorite part of this game. It's possible. Yeah, I might have to check Lunar Magic for that other level's secret exit, because I am actually confused. Must disappear. Wish you good luck and good night. Alright, well, sleep well too, Fed. That reminds me. I don't know if Hallelujah's still here, but I think tomorrow, tomorrow, it is tomorrow, technically speaking. Nuts. I might actually be able to do the ROM hack race. I'll have to see. If not, I'll end up playing the level after the fact. Because I need to get more Kaizo practice. I've been very lax in my Kaizo-ery recently. Been too lazy. For various reasons. They actually ran out of, like, B-roll stuff for YouTube, and so I took one of the not ROM hack racing VODs and threw it in there. Been meaning to, like, make a proper script to manage those and have the, like, verbiage all be consistent and have nice things across all of them, but I just didn't have anything to put there, so that's going out tomorrow. After that Dark Souls, I finally got around to taking care of most of the Dark Souls stuff. There's still a script I want to write that I don't have written yet, but I'll live without it for the short period of time. Until I can write it. That's... Fits well. Everybody loves Boone. Everybody loves Boone. Yeah, depending upon how long this takes to get the midway, I might have to call this. means small helps. Okay. No, it doesn't. Does not help. Yeah, it took me too long to get started, especially because the Stranger Strange Land thing. Tomorrow Dark Souls. Kind of hoping I'll, like, figure something out of import. Because right now what I've learned is I thought that there were 3 big bosses I needed to beat up. Now I know that there's 4. And I need to learn how to fight ghosts. I don't know how to kill ghosts yet. So I tried my Holy Mace and it didn't help. I presume the obvious answer is just, like, magic, of course, but I don't have any of that. I have mace, or I have an axe. And a not-so-great mace. And another axe that's not as good as the first axe. But I'm planning to upgrade the axe. I was thinking about it, and I'm like, raw axe has been good. Been good to me. But, like, I have stats. I should be using them. So I'm gonna try and take my regular axe up to 15. Because I know where to acquire, I think it's like Titanite something. I forget which type of Titanite it is I need. Because it's grown out of shards, that's what I know. So I need the thing that's beyond shards, and I think I know where to get them. I think I can pick them up in Sen's Fortress. But I need to go, like, you know, get the souls so I can actually buy them. What? I went through it. I'm beginning to think I don't like this level. Just very possibly that I don't like this level. Between the Panzers, which I can never predict what they're going to do, and the Abductors, and the Obductors, and the Conductors. Nah, racing there was not a smart move. 2. Like, I thought they went 1, 2, 3, but apparently they don't. Like, I'm definitely feeling off there, and I'm not sure how. The Deductors. Also valid. How you doing, Desi? I was kind of amazed to see you streaming a PC game. Of all things. I keep falling through them. No! Got stuck. Those sprites look miserable? This is just a level that has a thing that I don't care for. It's been a good hack overall. Just the abductor sprites are really awkward. But thank you for the good luck. Like, I've got strats for most of this at this point, which is good. Brave jump. But yeah, you haven't seen one of those actually latch onto me yet, but what they do is they force Boone backwards, like leftward very fast. And it's survivable if you manage to run into a wall. But yeah, good luck. That's probably not happening. And then the Panzers. Okay. Just gonna wait for the bullet bills to do their thing. There we go. Proc both of them. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, nuts. The midway somewhere close to this. Okay, there we go. No idea. Took over an hour. Everyone in chat tries to help Desi deal with PC issues, and Desi is trying to follow everyone's suggestions all at once. At the beginning of the first stream for La Milana, it was agony. Thankfully, you fixed the issues, and it was so worth it. The game was awesome. That's why you generally pass on PC. Yeah, no. It's completely reasonable, Desi. I'm not ultimately surprised that that's how that went down. But I'm glad to hear it worked. La Milana definitely seems like a game that's up your alley. One that, like, requires spending time drawing things and hoarding onto information. I played a game that actually I think you probably would have liked. Goonies 2. Me and Hawaluta played that a bit on Sunday. Thank you for the H. But it was definitely a you need to write things down game. A weird combination of like a 2D platformer, kind of like Zelda 2, and Shadowgate. You had like a Shadowgate first-person maze view at times. It was really weird. Have a game on your laptop that's Cyberpunk? One game? Oh, Cyberpunk with numbers? Okay, this is actually... Oh, I didn't test the midway. Oh, nuts. Well, better time. Better, yeah. Know that game, never played it, but very much looking forward to it. Yeah, it was a really good game. It wasn't good for what we were doing, because like you really need to like take notes. We actually switched to Splatterhouse, Wangaku, something graffiti. I forget exactly the full title. But also a good little game. Horror adjacent. Like funny horror. Like the first boss is a Dracula who does thriller, which is fun. Multiple times people told you to try some key combination, and then the game went full screen covering all your main monitor and you couldn't see shadows. Had that mode for 5 minutes. Multiple times. That's actually kind of impressive. I actually need to bring in a power-up to be able to do this part, if I want to test that last pipe. That's annoying, but not unsalvageable. Splatterhouse was better than you expected. It was a lot of fun, honestly. Like... It must be a short thing here. I just need a power-up. Oh wait, no, I need 2 power-ups. Alright, well I guess then that's going to be more challenging now, think about it. This hack is very generous in terms of power-ups, but it takes a little while to get to them. There's never like a one on the very first screen of the game. Splatterhouse 1 or 2? It wasn't 1 or 2, it was an NES game. It was a Wangaku graffiti or something. It's a silly horror game. It's not one of the numbered ones, and unlike like regular Splatterhouse, where it is like you can definitely see like, oh, it's this stage from this horror game, etc. Definitely saw it's that, but it's all done like very cute, very chibi-fied. The final boss is a pumpkin. Yeah, I'm not surprised Fisk would recommend that. It's a good game. I barely avoided that, and into the pipe. Yep, pipe's fine. But yeah, it was fun. It was like a not terribly long game. I think that I beat it in about an hour and a half. Hawaluta wasn't far behind, but the pumpkin boss was not his jam. I tried to explain my strat, and I don't think I explained it very well. Having to do with, like, walking back on with one of the mini pumpkins that spawns. Oh, I can't believe that didn't hit me. Oh, those ones don't poof. Weird. Well, they all poofed. I am actually a little bit confused now. You know what? I have cape. I'm killing everything. I have Cape, I'm killing him too. Didn't really follow. Completely fair. I don't think I explained it well at all. One of those, I probably just needed to, like, point you to a specific moment and say, here's what I'm doing. But the biggest thing really was just getting used to the DVD logoing. It occurs to me I haven't seen any of the abductor sprites in a while. Like, past the midway. Just, I have a feeling that they're gonna come back when I least expect it. Those are death blocks. Not merely hurt blocks. No, that'd be too easy. It's true, sometimes you have to find your own strats. Things that work for one person are not guaranteed to work for others. It's just the name of the game. My paranoia was correct, I just didn't apply it right. There we go. Love the abductors. I'm not surprised. I am so not surprised. Yeah, I also beat Gabriel Knight 2, which was nice. Finished it up last night. Took way too long. One of those, I really should have cut stream an hour ago, but no, I'm so close to the ending. Oh no, I'm gonna keep going. Shoot. But it's finished. The ending is a little annoying. There's a logic puzzle that requires a very specific solution. I was not finding it. Now, I'm debating trying to finish this up next time. I'm getting tired. And there's at least one exit I don't know what to do with. Because of the weird clue about Israel. Like, I don't think it's a biblical thing. I think it's a modernish thing. I just don't know what it means. The other level with that clue, you had to beat the level from start to finish without hitting the midway to get the secret exit. Which is what I assumed was meant here, but clearly not, because I did it. What was the clue? I really wish I could find the exact phrasing, because it's a really odd quote by someone. Like, it's actually attributed to someone. It's something along the lines of, Christ in the crossing is something meant to prevent pro-Israeli views by Americans. It's a very odd statement to see in a hack. No! Happened again. Sonic 2 does indeed have so many jams. I even asked him about it, and he seemed to think that that was a useful clue. But I don't think it is. It was really bizarre. Like, I can understand it just as a standalone thing. I do not understand it as a clue thing. Like, if you want to include Mark Twain quotes or whatever have you, I don't care. Like, include whatever quotes you want in your game, as long as it's not something that's absolutely against the rules of SMW Central. Which this isn't. I mean, it's a political statement, but we don't ban people for those. Or at least hacks are not banned for those. But it's just weird. Just have to make sure I don't get hit by the stupid abductor. A little bit salty. Just a little bit. But yeah, I'll go show you the quote after this. I think that I am gonna have to like wrap it up because I need to try to fix my sleep schedule. It's been pretty rubbish recently. No. But I want this exit first. And the fact that the same message appears in 2 levels is also just weird. Just as a general thing. Especially since I haven't like had any message box stuff proc. I'll probably check it offline just to be sure that it is exactly that, but... I had run into some issues with message boxes not working perfectly under SA1 on the SD to SNES. I think there might be some sort of race, because there was that Christmas hack I played recently, the one I think by Nextalis, I think, and Just Keef. And there was an issue where sometime, like, there was a specific message box that would not update properly, but it didn't happen under BSNES and didn't happen under something else. Okay. There we go. Oh, I didn't even know it was there. Okay, I managed to survive that one. Doesn't help me, it just tells me that's there, because the other one's going to respawn too. Now there's a Panzer there too. Swear they know when you're going to jump. I'm just waiting. For pipe purposes. I'll take it. Panzers too? Yeah, the hack has it all. I got this bad feeling about, like, right... Like... Nope! He's really reaching at this point. Alright, we got out of there. Yeah, it might not take, like, the whole time next time I do SNES, or SNES, do SMW stuff. But I think in the interest of this, because I still have to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 exits? There's 6 exits, of which I know I'm missing this one, and then I guess those other ones. But here, I'll get to the end and show you the message, because it won't take that long. I'm pretty decent at this level. Might be something you're more familiar with than I am, because I think it must be an art piece, possibly? But I just don't know. Okay, when I said I'm pretty good at the level, what I meant was... It's also all these blocks. Like, they're kind of inexplicable and don't really do much for me. Maybe that's what I should be thinking about. I don't know. I do love these guys, though. The little mini Goombas. Panzers are very good. Love them, especially the ones that track the player. Those are vanilla and SMB too. Yeah, you don't see those ones very often in hacks. And I'm still fairly certain they exist. Yeah, that guy is dangerous. He is the true boss of this area. He is the mayor of Flavortown. There were many ways I could have done that were better than that. And the cone ones. Like, I love this level and all of its, like, weird little blocky dudes. Alright, here's the midway. I didn't actually mean to get it, but it's not going to change anything. Because I've tried beating it all the way from the beginning legit before, and it didn't change anything, so... Long section? Yeah, well, we're at the end game of a standard hack. It's to be expected. Like, that's just how these things work. There will be long sections. You will enjoy them. Here's the message. Christ at the Checkpoint is primarily a public relations scheme to dissuade American evangelicals from pro-Israeli views. Mark Tooley. This is a hint that you're supposed to beat the level without the midway. I have no... I guess the checkpoint thing is a hint. The word checkpoint, I guess. But it's still somewhat inexplicable. Oh, hey, No Pointless. How you doing? Like, I just don't get it. But I guess I see it now. But I did it. I beat it from the checkpoint forward and end up in the same area, so I don't know. So, there you go. The more you know, I suppose. Who is Mark Tooley? The guy who said that. That's as far as we've gotten. Like... That was the clue in that other level I had to go back and do. That level in the Dark Forest also had the same message, which is why I thought it meant I needed to beat it without the checkpoint. But I really don't know. It's near the checkpoint? That's not a bad idea. I guess I could try doing some squats and stuff to look for it. I guess there's really no downside of dying here. Or I guess I could have start selected. I was going to take a quick look in Lunar Magic, because I've definitely been stuck on these before. But I actually might just deal... I'm going to deal with that next time. I'm going to deal with that next time. Because I'm kind of tired. It's already 4 a.m. and I stayed up way too late streaming yesterday. And there's a couple things I should still finish up and look at. Oh, something more? Okay. That's what he meant. Oh yeah, let's go into a real level. That noise is really annoying.